Hello everyone, this is your Women Today's YouTube channel. So I'm Krishna over here hosting many women entrepreneurs and working women across India and across the world. So today our guest is Honorable Astha Pranjal ma'am. She is an artist. So I welcome you Astha Pranjal ma'am to this Women Today YouTube channel. So hi, how are you ma'am?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Krishna sir, for giving me this opportunity to be here.
So please introduce about yourself ma'am, because being an artist I know a lot of things about you, but the audience who are watching this video, they do want to know about a lot of things about you. So please introduce about yourself, ma'am.
So basically, I'm an artist. I work on several mediums, but recently I have been specializing myself in charcoals and I have designed my special course for that. I've been training students since 6 years. It's been 6 years now. So, yeah.
So you have been having an experience about 6 years. So do you only teach
Yeah.
children's, or do you also teach the adults? Like you just make yourself only for a specific category of age people, or do you also teach any age category, starting from even a 5-year-old kid till 6-year-old adult? Like how much? What is the specific age category that you're concentrating on your artwork right now, ma'am?
Actually, Krishna, the question you asked is so beautiful. This is the beauty of art that uh, every age group, like when I arrange workshops, I didn't had online platforms before, like online workshops or online courses. I used to be on offline mode. So when I started it, the beauty of art, I saw that no matter if they are doing some kind of job or they are retired person or there are children, everyone used to join them. So I never categorized any. I just let them come in and grasp all the essence of art.
So actually, at what point of time in your life did you make your mind that you wanted to be an artist, and also at the same time, how did you just equip yourself by being a professional artist? Because you had to go through a lot of trainings. Did you go to a special instructor and get yourself trained to be a charcoal artist, or is it like you have this passion, like it is a born, like what kind of things we can say, like it's in a basic things, like you don't need to go and have some kind of lessons taught by others. So it's basically inbuilt in yourself. So tell us about your kind of spark which made you in your life to choose this kind of artwork as a profession now.
So the story started from my childhood. My what I say, like one of my cousin was uh, very interested in art and shading and portraits. So she used to keep all those stack of books with her. And I was like pretending in front of her, like, no, I don't do these portraits and all these are so boring. And when she's not there, I used to sneak those books and uh, try to make those portraits and all. So I think the small Astha, the child Astha always wanted to be an artist. And whenever I went to an art fair or something, when I saw people making portraits in just 15 minutes, it just inspired me a lot. And gradually, when I grew up, I saw people doing hyper realistic portraits, professionals doing photorealism. That inspired me a lot. And that's where I think the journey started from my childhood.
So it's like, do you
And if
do,
you talk about,
yeah, do you do any kind of live artworks, like making a person sit in front of you and do you just live sketch them, or is it like if anyone comes and hands over you the kind of photos, then you'll just see the take a look at the photo and you just draw the artworks, ma'am? So is it like you do only the artworks by just seeing the photo, or is it like do you also make a person sit in front of you like around 2 to 3 hours and you make a live portrait of them in charcoal, ma'am?
to be honest, I actually don't do a rapid 15-minute sketch kind of thing. I don't like live sketchings that much because I become a bit nervous. I want my space, my vibe to do charcoal drawings specifically. So
So basically,
I do it
you wanted yourself to
listening.
give yourself a good space so that you'll be able to do your artworks at complete peace of mind, no hassles and these kind of things, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
So at what
I
age?
want a space,
Yes, tell me,
I
ma'am.
want a space full of greenery, with nice music. I like nice music. I just put on headphones and I don't want anyone to be around me. And I do my stuff.
So
That's it.
you just immerse yourself in the natural kind of environment. So in order to make your mindset to be completely in a relaxed mode, so that you can have your sketches done successfully. That's what you're trying to tell, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. At what age category did you actually start this? As a kid or just as an adult right now, ma'am?
Uh, if you'll ask about hyperrealism, then I'll say when I was 15, I started doing this. And actually, I didn't join any course. Like, firstly, I used to depend on YouTubes and all. But when I was 18, then I joined a course. I'll not tell which one, but I joined the course, and yeah, that helped me a lot.
So is it like, do you teach only on online classes, or do you also help students just do this kind of professions by making an offline kind of classes? Do you do only online or offline classes, ma'am?
I used to do offline classes previously, but after COVID's and all, I just stopped it actually.
So right now you're not doing any kind of offline classes, so totally you're concentrating on online classes, right, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, ma'am. So may I know which city you're based at right now? What?
I'm in Jharkhand in Giridih. It's a town. It's not a big city. I don't. I think you haven't even heard about Giridih.
Yeah, but I have heard about Jharkhand. Jharkhand, that's one of
Yeah.
the place. So we'll later discuss a lot of things about that. On the other hand, so if a student comes and takes classes from you in online sessions, so what kind of classes they can expect? Like, what is the duration of the class, and what kind of courses they can get themselves trained from you? What is the duration of the course, and within how much stipulated time you can make the student who gets trained by you as a complete professional? So can you please explain about your classes and the course that you provide now?
So firstly, I focus on fundamentals. That fundamentals are everything. If you make outlines well, if you know about values, you can do anything, you can make anything. And the thing is, hyperrealism is not just about portraits, right? uh, we generally, I see people that they focus when it comes to hyperrealism, they just think about that tiny little skin textures and all. But when it comes to my mind, I think hyperrealism, it's not just about portraits. So I have designed my course this way, that no matter what age group they are, no matter at what stage of art they are, I focus on fundamentals first, and then I gradually start increasing the complexity of references. I arrange test sessions, I do critiques, and I think after doing all of my three courses, like I have basic, intermediate, and advanced three courses, I can guarantee a student that he or she will become a charcoal master.
Like every student will be having specific skills. So every student that you're making their training in this kind of charcoal sessions, they'll be having a unique style, like kind of art they're doing. So how do you actually tailor to the needs of each and every student? So do you just go and tell everybody to do a common thing, or is it like you cater to their interest by going in and acknowledging them, by analyzing them, by understanding them to each and every separate student, and you just give lessons in a very unique way to every student accordingly, ma'am?
So what I do is I take live sessions at weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, I take live sessions. And for the rest of the time, for Monday to Friday, I give them work, weekly activities to do. So that time they'll just do one thing, that they'll focus on the notes I gave them, they'll focus on the references I've gave them, and then they'll submit it to me. I'll personally check them, and personally in their message box or even if they want me to contact them, like even if they want to meet their needs to be accomplished on call, I will call them, and then I clarify everything. I'll tell them everything, that these are your weak points. You have to focus on them. You have to focus on fundamentals or values or whatever. So this is the way. Like no matter at what stage someone is, I just do one thing. I give them work. I see that how they are doing, and then I start doing all those details.
That's a great kind of answer from you, ma'am. And also, on the other hand, so students might have gone through a lot of training sessions from you. So, is there any kind of success stories from your student that they have achieved a lot of milestones because of getting trained by you? And tell us about your achievements of your kind of students, and tell us about the milestones which they have achieved because of the online training classes from you, ma'am.
To be honest, I really have a story to share with you. Uh, Back then in 2024, one of my students, he came at my offline workshops. He completed almost 15 workshops. He was so hardworking, so passionate about art. And after all his like workshops were over, he called me after 6 months and said, "Ma'am, I want to thank you. I want to thank you about something." I said, "Yeah, please." Like I asked the reason. He said, "Ma'am, before joining your sessions, like before joining your workshops, I was suffering through lots of difficulties. I did 9 to 5 job. After that, I ride rickshaw, auto rickshaw, to complete the needs of my family. But I always had and desire to uh, become an artist, to become a charcoal artist. So I thought that I should take a stand for my passion." Then he joined my workshops, and he said that after I completed your workshop, I started applying all those strategies, all those social media strategies you taught us, all those charcoal drawing strategies you taught us. And after applying that, after 3 months, I started getting commission works. Like people give orders for making portraits and all. And the guy have achieved a stage where he earned 20K monthly only with commission works. And he stopped riding rickshaws. And this made me so glad, so happy. Like, see how hardworking they are. And this is a milestone for everyone, for those students who want to draw, who want to achieve something, but are like letting go with some excuses.
Like that's
So,
a great
yeah, this was.
great yeah, that's a really great story. I'm not exaggerating it, but really that's kind of a great story because being struggling a lot of things, being a sole bread earner for their family, and going through a lot of hazards, going through a lot of struggles, but and after that coming to you and get themselves trained in this kind of artwork profession, and as you told, they're earning like 20K per month. It's like, okay, we are achieving something in our life, and this is just not the end. This is actually the beginning. So in the beginning stage, they're earning this much. Consider after 5 to 10 years, they'll be like in a very higher level. So that's actually a great milestone, which is that's a wonderful story achieved by you. Actually, that's not an achievement by him. That's also an achievement as a trainer from you, ma'am. Because really, that's a
Yeah,
great thing. That's a great. I think that's a really good achievement, not from also from the student, but also from the trainer, ma'am. Really, I'm very amused by your story because I thought like it will be like a normal
thank
story, a normal kid who's coming and joining your classes, and they'll be like winning any kind of prizes in any kind of competitions. But the thing you told me right now is kind of really a great, good life achieving story. Like a person who is like struggling in their family, struggling to earn some money, and after coming and being trained by you, they're earning a lot much. That too by following their passion. That's a really lot, man. I'm really great to have these kind of stories. So on the other side, so
you.
being an artist, so do you just source the materials from a specific kind of secret companies, or is it like you also wish to tell the people, to your students, to tell the place where you can source the materials, where you can buy the materials from a shop so that you can make your artworks good look good. So do you have any specific place that you wanted to tell to the people, or is it like these materials are very common that will be available in every places, so no need to look for any kind of specific shop, no need to look for any kind of particular place, so the only thing we have to get trained is our skills, not any kind of materials. So what do you want to tell about this kind of questions, ma'am?
Actually, I'll say that when it comes to charcoal drawings, material are the priority. Like papers and charcoals, they are the priority. And almost all those papers and charcoal, they'll get it online. I don't go to shops genuinely. Like I don't go to any shop because the place I am right now, Giridih, there is not even a single art store where I can get all those materials. I totally rely on uh, those online platforms like Amazon and Flipkart. They are efficient. They are sufficient for me, I think, and for everyone. Like if I like if you tell me, I can tell you some places where you can get those materials like Banaras. If you are at Banaras, you can get those materials. If you are at Ranchi, you can get those materials. But the thing is, artists can be everywhere, no matter if it's a metro city or what. So for commonly I'll say that they should go for Flipkart and Amazon and buy all the stuff. And there is actually need of uh, perfect material choices. Actually, there is need of perfect material choices. Like the paper they are using, stamps, charcoal, they should check the quality, especially when it comes to paper.
So actually, how do you choose the right paper, ma'am? Because there are a lot of papers, but what are the benefits of using different kinds of paper, and how do you actually kind of select a specific paper for your charcoal artwork, ma'am?
Basically, there are lots of paper, but there are only two type of papers. One is medium surface and one is smooth surface. But I think what worked for me is smooth surface paper. To be honest, people say that medium surface paper is awesome, but I think smooth surface paper are best. So they should, like for beginners, they should go for medium surface paper. But when they start handling charcoal, when they understand the feel of it, they should go for smooth surface paper. I think
On the other
high
hand,
quality smooth.
yeah, on the other hand, do you recommend any kind of specific brands for artwork supplies? Like you can just mention any kind of product from a famous brand, or is it like we can choose any kind of brand? Na?
I think in India, Brustos are best.
What, ma'am?
They can use Brustos,
Can
paper from Brustos,
can you please spell it?
Brusto,
Okay,
Brusto.
okay. Come on, ma'am.
Yeah. So they should. I think they can go for Brustos. They are best. I always use Bristol paper.
Okay.
Bristol paper is the thing that do magic to artworks.
So, is there any kind of people who influenced you in this artwork? Like any kind of people like you admire the most and you consider themselves as the godfather for the kind of artwork that you're doing right now?
Um, when I started to learn about hyperrealism, I saw a man on a person. What I'll say, he is actually my godfather. Like if I'll say if I get a chance, I'll definitely meet him. Drawings by Dylan. He's on Instagram. He's
Okay.
such a great photorealist artist. I always admire him. He always influences him. And whenever I see his work actually, I always get the feeling that Astha, you haven't done enough. You should learn something from him. He is doing such a great job. Like he's fabulous.
So, is that person from India, or is that person living in foreign countries? The person you told right now.
He's he's not from India. I think he's from New Zealand.
Great. So, have you just had any classes from him, or Did you get any chance
No,
to just message him and get any
I
kind of artworks trained by him?
I wish to, but I never got a chance to like do his classes, because one of the reason of this is that their workshops are actually too much expensive, too much. Like they charges us around 40K for their courses.
Like
Even
per
when
month?
you pay 40K, yeah, for a month.
Oh,
Even
great.
if you pay, I'm not talking about Dylan. I'm not talking about Dylan because I never saw any
International
of his
artist.
workshops. Or,
Like you are speaking about
yeah,
international artist. Okay.
generally international artists do that. That whenever I seek for any workshops or something, they charge a lot, like 40K or 50K. It was too much for me. Even my father would have beaten me when I will tell him that,
Yeah,
Papa, I want to
yeah,
do
I
a
do understand.
workshop for.
I do understand. Not only like we are not speaking about any kind of typical Indian family. We are speaking about any family who runs on a specific budget for their family, and if they are allocating 40,000 per month for any kind of studies, like you're doing any kind of higher studies, like you're doing any kind of degree, then it's okay. But consider an artwork that they're going to invest a lot of amount on it. So the only person who will just invest a lot of amount on it is like the person who knows a lot about it. On the other hand, if they are willing to spend a lot of amount on the artwork that they are going to train in, then it will be like, first, the student who they are going to invest it, that student should have a lot of passion, do a lot of hard works. They typically should have a skill in learning that kind of artwork skills. So then that's where they will be able to invest a lot of amount. On the other hand, the person you're talking about is an international artist. So according to their currency, so it's a very nominal amount. But according to our
Yeah,
currency, it's kind of
that's
a little bit costlier. That's what you're trying to tell, right, ma'am?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so actually, how do you actually stay motivated in your profession right now? Because if you do not have any kind of students come to you, and if
yeah.
they're not getting trained by you, so your class is completely like, consider hypothetically it's empty right now. And also at the same time,
Okay.
you're not getting any kind of clients, like no person coming to you and they're not asking any kind of portraits to be drawn, so that you'll not be having some kind of enough revenue. So at that kind of time, what motivates you to be a great artist and keep on continuing as an artist in your, I mean, keep on remaining as an artist and continuing this professional career in your life now?
Okay, I got it. So the thing that keeps me motivated is artwork. Every new artwork I make, I say, damn, I have done something cool. So I need to do something more awesome, something more crazy than this. So I go for another artwork, and every artwork for me is a total therapy. No matter, I never get burned out from my work, because every time I go and paint or go and do charcoal sketching, it's a therapy. It soothes me, it heals me. So I think the source of motivation is my artworks and nothing.
So that's a great thing, because even if you're not having any kind of revenue from this kind of artworks you're doing, so you're telling that it's basically a therapy for you, because whenever you start working out on art, it's like giving a good relaxation mode, so that you can just continue this life with a very like a good mindset. That's what you're trying to tell, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. So on the other hand, that's a great lot of questions which I asked via you through this interview. So the thing is that if you wanted to tell anything to the world and to me via this interview, what kind of message would you like to pass to the people who are watching this interview right now, ma'am?
So I'll say them that this, if you'll say to tell me about your platform, the platform you are providing, this is the thing that we need in India actually. Like, people are more engaged in entertainment stuff, and there are still people who are so stereotypical, not letting women come out of their houses and achieve their passion, follow their passion. So this will be, and these interviews will, you know, acknowledge them about how women around the world are doing such great jobs, they are following such great passions. Uh, they are surgeons, they are doctors, they are actors, they are artists. So, and if you ask me the uh, review of this interview, whole interview, I'll say that it actually reminded me about myself. I got to know about me once again, and I'm thanking you for this for this interview. This was really awesome. Thank you so much.
So other than that, like, what kind of ventures are you planning in the future? What kind of wish do you plan in the future in this artwork profession? Do you have any kind of aim in your life, like you want to make the best out of you in this world, like you want to be the greatest artist in the world? Or what kind of ventures, what kind of things, what kind of works you're doing so that it will make you a great professional in the future right now, ma'am?
If you'll ask me about this, I'll say I don't have big, huge milestones in mind to achieve. I just have a wish that I want every heart soul to be healed with art. That's it. I want every soul that wants to grasp art, that wants to, know themselves. They should come to me. They should follow their passion and see what art can do to them. Actually,
That's a great kind of wonderful session with you. So once again, thank you, ma'am, for coming and joining this interview. So people who are watching this interview, if you have any kind of doubts running in your mind, if you want to know about the artworks, you can just contact her. I will just type the Instagram link in the YouTube description so that you can talk to her. And please do subscribe to our channel. Please click on the bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I do post regarding interviews, regarding speaking to different women entrepreneurs and working women across the world. So once again, thank you, Astha Pranjal ma'am. Thank you for coming and attending
thank you.
the interview.
Thank you so
So
much.
good evening. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Have a nice day, Krishna. Thank you so much.
So thank you. This is your Krishna signing off. And today's our guest is professional artist, charcoal artist, Astha Pranjal ma'am from Jharkhand. Thank you, ma'am. See, signing off. This is Krishna. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you, ma'am.